Hey everyone. So I just wanted to come on and just discuss a few articles that I got curated by Google on my phone, and I just wanted to come on and, check this stuff out live. I kind of skimmed the articles, but, just kind of check it out live and cringe with you all. So I got curated some of these articles because the Democratic National Convention is coming up in Chicago. If you didn't know, it is just in a few days, I believe it starts. And I believe it goes for 4 different days. So let's pull up here some of the articles. So here we go, Chicago2024.com. Here's the Chicago, I guess the city sponsored this or created this website, and then I believe gross. Yeah, there we go. The Dem convention has their own website. This is the actual Dem website. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's cringe. August 19th through 22nd. So, yep, coming up in just a couple days. But Chicago created their own. I guess they're really proud about holding this propaganda-filled convention. The convention used to be where just exclusively where the nominee was picked, and it used to be a representation of the will of the people, and more or less, there would be some drama just surrounding, who's going to be our nominee, who is our potential candidate. Now it really is just a propaganda event for, each party, the RNC and the DNC conventions both just act as propaganda for the Republicans and Democrats to, launch their preferred corporate candidates off of. So, I guess they got a little video. Let's watch this. Chicago DNC 2024.
Our future is created right here by every single Chicagoan who chooses to see what we can be and achieve, by the resilience deeply rooted in our history and the strength gained from every single victory, by the vibrant neighborhoods up north, south, east, and west, 77 to be exact, each with unique history, sounds, and tastes. From Pilsen, Logan Square, Avalon Park, to Chinatown, Ravenswood, back of the yards. We're home to many, many communities that provide all kinds of opportunities. By all the diversity that unites us, connects us, that brings out the best in us. Every face, every age, every race, all different types of population.
I'm sorry, I have to stop it right now. Oh my God. I was trying so hard to hold on, but it's trying so hard to be, new and progressive and oh my goodness. And, it's I don't know this guy that's narrating, but I wouldn't be surprised if dude's playing up the accent for effect, just it's like a millennial way of speaking. And you see it in a lot of these new ads, and I guess they think that it plays to young people and that it gets younger, voters excited. And, you just show enough diversity and show all, a lot of cultural sites, and I guess that's supposed to, entice voters, make people excited when, the real issues that people actually really care about, especially right now, are economic and immigration. So, this is what the Democrats like to run on because they don't really have that much to run on. So it's all in on diversity.
Relations that make us one city representing one nation. By all our flavors that are representing one nation.
I'm sorry. I just had to pause it on the screen because you got, beautiful American flag. Love my country. Just wish that it would do a little bit better. But it's so funny. In their own, like, propaganda tape, they got this fucking concrete with exposed rebar because it's in a state of disarray. You got, like, bricks, dilapidated brick, wood just being rotted. And sure, this building's probably old as shit, but it's just funny to me because it's like, I'll show it after this video is done, but even on the little, I don't want to say byline, but the description that they have on the homepage of this website, it's, talking about how Chicago's infrastructure is, like, world class. And I'm like, who are you fooling, dude? Just all of America's infrastructure as a whole is, like, D tier. I think our own Army Corps of Engineers gave us a D, but who are we kidding? Who's trying to lie and say that Chicago's somehow some, beacon of what we should all strive to with infrastructure? Really? I bet even Chicagoans are gonna, like, strongly disagree with you on that. But that just cracked me up. I'm like, is that exposed rebar? They couldn't have, like, I get it. They're probably taking a picture, of someone who's being patriotic and hanging a American flag right out their window, but it's just so fucking funny that it's right next to some concrete with some exposed rebar on a old, rundown, dilapidated building.
By all our flavors that are exciting and
like
unique. Music, art, comedy,
food.
festivals. That's all in our
Been to
mystique.
Chicago, but I was
By
super
all
young.
the monuments that make our tourism iconic, historical, botanical, architectonic. Imagine,
What did you
planning,
say?
building,
Did you say
botanical, architectonic.
Architectonic? Is that
Imagine.
supposed to play with young people? I mean, this is all supposed to be, like, targeted towards young people, but it's just so cringe. God damn. You got, Mr. behind the scenes shadowy figure of the DNC himself. Who's this? Is this Pritzker? JB Pritzker? And then Lori Lightfoot. Nice. Great.
Imagining, planning, building,
Damn,
advancing.
Pritzker's a big
Leading the
boy.
battle on voting rights. Advocating to preserve all civil rights. Suppression, oppression. We're fighting for equality. It's why we're known as the heartland of democracy. Working to grow a stronger, fairer economy. It's part of our motto and engraved in our philosophy.
What's this, so many
Creating more
videos of
jobs and
masks,
raising
man?
minimum
We're out of the
wage,
pandemic.
making
Good
sure
God.
everyone sees and feels a change, pushing for environmental justice, regardless of race, color, or origin amongst us, protecting reproductive choice, making sure everyone has a voice, investing in clean energy that fights pollution. What we need is an environmental
Community garden.
revolution
I
by
fuck with
those
that.
who don't stop, won't stop until they ask all the questions, making sure Chicago heads in the right direction. This is the city that has what it takes. No shortcuts, cut corners. You gotta earn what you make. That's big enough, strong enough, important enough to preserve and create our future right here.
Yeah, that was for sure made by a millennial. Wow, that was cringe. How long was that? 2 minutes and 46 seconds of just throw all, footage of diversity. And there's nothing inherently wrong with diversity, but when that's the only thing that you're running on, because that's the only thing that you're promising to deliver for people, and not even really substantively, then it's cringe. You're just pandering at that point. And it's 2 minutes and 46 seconds of I'm for good things and against bad things and no specifics, and just, I get that it's not supposed to be a policy video, but wow, that was just completely devoid of any substance whatsoever, just total propaganda. Diverse people and vibrant cultures in the heart of America, a skyline that tells our history, all the sights, tastes, and sounds to draw millions here each year, and world-class infrastructure to dazzle them. World-class infrastructure. Okay. Chicago is proof that our city and state's policies deliver for American families, from a higher minimum wage to green energy production to voting rights and equality. You know, I'm not going to pretend to know the ins and outs of all of Chicago's local policies, but I've not exactly been seeing, you know, Chicago used as a model for you know, how to run a city. I get that it's probably a challenging thing to do, but I don't exactly see it being like, yeah, this is what everyone should do. Follow Chicago's lead. They really got it figured out. I don't even think most of Chicago's residents would say that. This is just such gaslighting propaganda bullshit. It's insane. And you know what else is funny? Like, what's with the masks, dude? We're out of the pandemic. You know, you got the even the mural of the masks. Maybe that was done during the pandemic, but like we're out of the pandemic. They didn't even work during the pandemic. Why are we still like, is it still a virtue signaling point for a lot of Democrats and like mostly shit libs? Is it really like a I'm for the greater good? Is it really still like a symbol of that? It just blows my mind. Like, what is with the mask?